Yo guys, what is going on? Finally back with some more BT10 gameplay. I do apologize, things have been pretty hectic for me past week, so my uploads have been pretty sporadic, but I'm ready to get back into it. Here was some BT10 getting ready for the new format. I'm a little bit tired of set 9, so hence why I've been kind of focused on this set. I'm playing Crossheart down at the bottom, playing a little bit of a spicy tech. The reinforcing memory boost going to grab the Shoutmon there, and my opponent up at the top is going to be playing BloomLord, another really cool deck coming out of the new set. This deck is more similar to like older green ramp decks where they just kind of used their memory very efficiently and were able to draw through the deck a bunch and put up a bunch of Digimon. Of course, I can definitely be punished with something like the Death X in my hand, but it's still really an overall strategy. We're going to see the Palmon there, the new Palmon, which is a +2 on play. You get to take a vegetation / plant and then a fairy Digimon, which BloomLord and the new whole evolution line works really well with that. And then after that, we're going to see a green memory boost, revealing a bunch of rookies, and then a Kabuterimon as well. So probably going to want the Palmon, I'd imagine, because you can at least evolve that over the Pinamon there, and then if you happen to draw another rookie, you can just like evolve it or just like play it from your hand and get the search off. So that is exactly what we're going to see, putting me to 0 memory with that, with 2 searches basically getting set up to be able to go into the BloomLord. And then after that, we are going to see the Blossomon, which has the effect of when digivolving, you can suspend one of your green Digimon to then play a plant or whatever plant vegetation that contains that has DP 3000 or lower. So we're going to see another Palmon hit down onto the field, probably the one he just searched, and then that is going to let us search once again. Blossomon is a vegetation, so that's really nice. Having a searchable Digisorption target is pretty disgusting, guys. And then of course we've got the Togemon and the new level 5 guy as well, who lets you basically unload your hand just like the Blossomon, but it's a main effect instead of when digivolving. We're going to see the Blossomon added to the hand, and then the rest are going to go to the bottom. My hand is a little bit awkward, but I'm going to draw the Starmons there to be able to go over the level 2 there. I did have the Shoutmon as well, but now since I've got double Shoutmon, I really wanted to save the Shoutmon to be able to play him and search off of the effect. So I could definitely play a Shoutmon, or instead I'm going to pop the reinforcing memory boost to go to 5 memory and then play the Shoutmon from my hand. I probably should have played the Akari first to get the draw off of that, just to get that set up, but I think I was digging for a Taiki, so I'm going to grab the Zenjiro and the Cross 5 from amongst those. Really nice +2. Basically everything in your deck is a Crossheart Digimon, including or Crossheart in the trades, including the Tamers there, which is just absolutely ridiculous. So I'm going to then play the Zenjiro for a cost of 3, then playing the Ballistamon from my hand, which is indeed a blocker. I can absolutely also suspend him to gain back the extra memory. I think I just forgot that here, so I do apologize for the suboptimal plays. Definitely probably should have done that to put him to 1, but we are going to see the Blossomon Digisorbed for a cost of 0. Just being able to evolve for free is so powerful. He's going to suspend that. It just sets up really nicely for your BloomLord as well. We know he's got the BloomLord since he searched it off of the Palmon the first turn. So this is the turn 2 play, by the way. So we are going to Digivolve BloomLord for a cost of 4. BloomLord will then suspend one of your Digimon on your side of the field, and then for each of your suspended plant vegetation fairies, you gain back a memory, so he's going to gain 2 off of that effect. And then if you've gained 2 or more off of that effect, you then unsuspend the BloomLord, and then he gains plus 2000 DP as well as second attack +1 for each of your 2 suspended Digimon. Not to mention, if you unsuspend him, he gets piercing for that turn. Not super relevant right now, but definitely important. We can also trigger the draw 1 off the Sunflamon, drawing card off of the Arteriumon evolution as well, and then just swinging security for 14,000 to check. So not really a whole lot my security is going to do there. Definitely just have to hope for Tamers and maybe a Sunrise Buster or something, but even then I would have to have like 4 or 5 Tamers on the field at this point to be able to out that. So BloomLord is definitely going to make a big impact, and we're just going to see another green memory boost, revealing some more Digimon here. The red Vegimon's a really cool addition to the deck. We've had definitely the 1 cost like kind of Roachmon stat line champions for green before, but this one, again, it's just searchable, so having a whole line that's like plant vegetation fairy is really powerful. I do also just happen to have 3 swings on board though, so I will go ahead and swing with the Starmons. Since I've got the Zinjiro, I can take it full advantage of the save ability. The save ability lets you basically stick one of your Digimon underneath one of your tamers when that Digimon is deleted. So then we're just gonna start swinging with all of our Digimon. So Shoutmon is going to crash into the Palmon there. I am going to leave the Ballistamon on board. Just because he is a blocker, he gets a blocker if you have another Digimon or Tamer with Crossheart in his traits on the field. So that, of course, does include our Zenjiro and Akari, because they are Tamers with traits, which is a little bit ridiculous. But anyways, we're going to see the Terriermon come out, so our opponent will start with 2 memory here. We're going to see the red Vegemon evolved for a cost of 1, which is really powerful. If he has a Digisorption target, that could be another really strong way to get a second BloomLord on field. Doesn't have... he's actually going to play the green plugin, which lets you Digivolve, draw a card, and then Digivolve a level 5 or a Digimon with a cost of 3 or lower for free, basically. So it essentially turns that level 5 Ajartmon into a 2 cost level 5. And then we're just going to draw a card off that, and then going to use his effect to suspend to be able to play again another plant with 3,000 or lower DP. Then Palmon is going to be played. That's the BT10 Palmon, I believe, the one that searches level 4s or lower. So of course, being able to get the on-play effect of these Digimon is really amazing as well. So going to be able to play that from our hand for free, and then of course BloomLord is most likely going to hit the field here, or we could see something like a Nidhogg. That wouldn't be too impactful. We know he's playing it. He revealed it off of search before, so we are definitely just going to probably set up for another BloomLord. Of course, the current one on the field, if it does swing, it will check 2 cards on the field, so he could definitely get rid of most of my security if he's able to like a BloomLord again here. That would be really powerful play. The BloomLord is going to swing in security, going to have the +1 sec attack as well as the 2000 DP. Does not have piercing, however, since that only lasts for the turn that he's Digivolved. So I am actually just going to block to save myself a couple security cards. So going to put him under my Tamer there, and then BloomLord number 2 is going to hit the field, being able to evolve for 4, suspend the Palmon, and then gain back 3 memory. And then since he gained back 3, we will be able to unsuspend and then swing again into security for the 2 checks here. Now again, we are going to forget the inherited there. The level 5 gets you +1 memory when you do suspend one of your Digimon via an effect. So you definitely should be at the +1 memory there, but we are going to hit a Taiki as well as Nakari in security. So really powerful security here. Is going to be really disgusting for my opponent because I've got 4 Tamers in play. He is going to choke me to 1 with the red Vegemon, so definitely a solid play by my opponent here. However, because I've got the Cross 4 and Cross 5 in my hand, I can play them for the reduced play cost if I really want to. I could also do something like a Death X or a Sunrise Buster. Death X I would have to play for 11, so I don't think it's necessarily worth it. It would also only kill the red Vegemon, since it would devolve the BloomLord, but they would still be level 5, so he could potentially go into another one. So I think either Sunrise Buster or maybe just like a Cross 4 play, a Cross 5 play would be really strong here. Sunrise Buster don't have a Digimon in hand to play, but I could definitely just delete one of the BloomLords to prevent lethal for the next turn, so that might be something to consider. But I think I do have all the pieces. I've got the Shoutmon, Sparrowmon, Starmon, Ballista, just drew into the Durulu, as well as another set of those underneath my Tamer. So I could definitely go for either a Cross 4 or 5 play here. Cross 5 might be smart just to put up a blocker that can, potentially reboot Sec Attack +1. If it survives, it can reboot and then stay on the field to block my opponent's BloomLord. That might be really significant. Other than that, I could go into the Cross 5 here because I've got all the materials. I would play him for a cost of 1, gaining back the memory from the Zenjiro, and then, of course, being able to do that for free. So I am actually just going to play the Cross 5, and then Taiki, of course, has that effect, where when you Digicross the Digimon, you get to suspend him to use Digimon from underneath your tamers. So then we're going to play our cross 5 for a reduced cost of 2 for each of the 5 Digimon, so a reduced cost of 10. Playing him for 0 there, and then going to suspend both of my Akaris to draw the 2 cards. Zenjiro will gain us a memory, go back to 2, and then of course he is a Psych Attack +1 blocker with Rush, Piercing, Reboot, and every other keyword in the game. So we're just going to go ahead and swing over the red Vegemon here, drawing a card off of our Starmons. Piercing, of course, is going to go through. We are going to check 2 cards, not going to be punished there, so that's really, really nice. Of course, our opponent's security Digimon also have minus 2000 DP. Of course, we do have the reboot as well, so we don't really have to worry about not being able to block. So we are going to Sunrise Buster since we drew into the tie, and then that is a total of 3,000 for each tamer, so 15,000 on one of the BloomLords here. So guaranteeing ourselves the 3 memory to go into cross 4 or the cross 5 we just drew on the next turn, as well as have a Digimon in the back, the Sparamons there, that can definitely swing as well. And then if the Shoutmon cross 5 survives, which if he swings, I'll most likely block it just to save myself 2 security. Since he's got material save, I can just save all the pieces I need to regardless of... so I don't really care if he dies because I've got another one in my hand, and then I can, trigger the draws of the Akari and the memory gain and stuff like that. You guys get the gist. This deck is really, really powerful. All these inheritors, being able to put them underneath a single Digimon for a very, very low memory cost. There's not a lot of counter to play to it. There's just not really much your opponent can do aside from having the Psychmon Floodgates, which of course I don't think green gets until BT11, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think there's one in BT10. I'm pretty sure it's like the Palmmon or something. But yeah, our opponent is just going to scoop it up here. I do want to point out that he did have the Grandest Soul option card, so he could definitely have gotten rid of my cross 5, but he would have put me to a bunch of memory, so I could have cross 5 again the next turn. Tie would give it security attack +1, etc. So anyways, guys, that's going to do for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed that showcase of BloomLord and Crossheart, but thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.